So Tim, just to reflect on our start to start with, 6 games in, 8 points. It's been quite a strong start, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We're not completely satisfied with where we are because we feel like we've had some games that we could have picked up some more points. But overall, 8 from 6. Going into a game against Forest, we can't be too unhappy.
Even for me, just being around the team, being around training, lucky enough to do that, I can tell that things just feel a little bit different this time. Is that fair to say? And what do you put that down to?
Yeah, I think it's definitely fair to say, and I think that's down to the the manager and his staff and the way they push us constantly to improve and to keep the standards high, but also are very good at making sure that confidence is high at all times. So all credit to them for the start, and credit to the players as well, because we're buying into everything that they're asking, and they're, like I said, they're pushing us to give our maximum every single time.
And you personally have continued your strong form from last season into this season. You and Tosin keeping that partnership going. Are you happy with the way you've started your season personally?
Yeah, from a personal standpoint, for sure. I know there's always going to be question marks, from past performances, but to this point, 6 games in, I couldn't ask for a better start personally, and again, the team doing well is the main focus for us, and if I'm contributing in any way possible, then I'm obviously going to be pleased.
And I don't think the international squads have been quite announced yet, but is that something you got your eye on at all as well?
No, absolutely not. I'm fully focused on what I need to do here to stay in the team and be in tip-top shape and form, and anything else is a bonus, right? I mean, I don't control what goes on there, and by controlling what I can here, that puts me in that position. But it's not something that I'm focused or worried about one way or the other.
And with a couple of new centre-backs coming in Shane and Issa, that provides a bit more competition. Is that a healthy thing for the squad and to kind of keep you guys pushing forward?
Yeah, you could say that about every single position. Competition is good. It drives you on. It keeps you on your toes and keeps you performing. So, as centre-backs, we're no different. Shane and Issa come in and they're pushing us every single day to grab the shirt off of us and get match time. So, that puts a lot of pressure on Tosin and I, obviously, but it's fun, and we all work together and push each other. So, as long as that continues, we're in a good position. A
trip to Nottingham next on Fridays. We face Forest. With a week with no football, how much are you looking forward to getting back into the swing of things?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a strange, unfortunate situation with last week, but we're looking back. Looking forward to get back on the pitch and play a competitive game, which that's all these games are, and so we're going to obviously go there and look to get 3 points. But just to kind of get back into that routine. I know there's an international break right after it, so it kind of breaks everything up. But to get back into that week of training leading into a game is good for the guys.
So, due to the fact you've had 2 weeks with no game, almost 2 weeks to prepare, is that seen as? Can you see that as a bit of a positive way? You've had more time to prepare, or is it a little bit of rust might creep in, or is it not really?
I don't think it really affects us. I think we've had situations last year where this kind of with other teams, where we had a little bit of a break, and we're used to dealing with international breaks. So you kind of treat it that way. Last week was a more physical week for us because obviously what happened with the Queen, and we had a good hard Friday session instead of a light session, and a good inter squad game on Saturday. So it is what it is. For us, it's about focusing on Friday now, and having a good week of training, a normal week of training leading into that match.
And Friday night under the lights, I'm sure it'll be quite a noisy atmosphere there. Is that something as the away side we can feed off and work with?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we approach every match the same way. We're going to go and try to get 3 points, and we know that if we can get on top early, the way a lot of the fans are when we go to these places, they can kind of turn quickly if you have a good start. So we like to use that to our advantage. We like to start quick, as as evidence of the first 6 games, and so we're going to use that and try to use that crowd against them.
As you mentioned, the international break is following that, so I suppose it'd be really nice to finish off on a positive note.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we're looking to go and take 3 points and go into the international break, on an even better run, in terms of performances and in terms of points, and put us in a really good position coming out of the international break with a lot of good competitive games, with teams that are in and around mid-table and lower. So it's going to be important. Obviously, important game on Friday night. To take as many points as possible, and we'll look to do that going into the international break.